Hello, welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to try something a bit different for me, but I've seen some other YouTubers do it. So Plumbella did it a while ago, and Lilsimsie as well, where they did each room of the house was chosen by a random colour generator and everything had to be that same colour. I thought I wanted to have a go, but I wanted to try and make it slightly more chaotic, and chaos is definitely what I got. I may have made the ugliest house ever built. So instead of it being every room could be the same, every furnishing had to be the same colour. So like all of my walls at the moment are currently going in blue, and it started off quite well, I'll be honest with you. Like when I got blue followed by green and I had those choices of those lovely sort of pastel-y coloured doors, I was fairly happy. Like it was maybe about half an hour into this that I realised how awful this house was going to look when it was done. Genuinely looks like it was designed by a child. Also, if you do a random colour generator, you would probably, well, I don't know if you'd be surprised, but the same colour comes up all the time. So I had about 15 different shades of green come up. Also maybe like 10 shades of blue, and pink as well. But at the moment I've had, so blue walls, purple floors. Purple floors may be the worst thing ever. There's only, like, I mean, look at that selection. It's hideous. I could not work out which one of those carpets was better or worse. I refused to use the little puzzle piece one. Luckily there was one tile swatch, but that's it. It was mostly just bright purple. I managed to get brown for the windows, mostly because every colour that came up was just purple, blue and green all over again. So I kept clicking it until something different came up and it was brown. But I made the smallest house I think I've built in a long time, which meant it was really difficult to find windows that fitted onto it. So massive window in the bathroom. I genuinely don't ask me why, because I don't know. See, like, here you go, here's me again trying to go through the colours. I was like, this is a slightly darker shade of brown, so I will use darker shade, like dark brown, for my one column in a very strange shaped house. I don't know why I chose that shaped house. Also red for the roof. I thought that wasn't too bad. I thought of all of the colours for the roof, that probably was a better colour to have for the roof, but yeah, no, red and blue is not great. Like, it's not a good idea. It's still, like, I look at it and I'm like, you know, if you were a child and you were asked to draw a house, I feel like this is how you'd draw it probably. Oh my god, that giraffe carpet just makes me feel kind of queasy. I don't know. Couldn't win with that one really. Like, I thought when purple came up, I thought that's not too bad, but I mean, it went nicely with my pink cabinets for the kitchen. So all of the surfaces had to be the same colour as well. So all of the tables, side tables, end tables, everything had to be pink. I was quite lucky with that custom content table. I did feel a little bit guilty using that, but when else am I ever going to get a chance to use a pink dining room table like that? So I cheated a little bit by using a bit of custom content on that one. But end tables, oh my god, they're all horrible. I think that, well, they are for children's rooms, aren't they? Oh, and bright green beds. Like, I'm just watching this back now, watching it back faster, and it just feels like torture. When I got blue for the walls, I was like, this is it. This is the best option I could have had, until I had to furnish the rest of it. But at least, like, my kitchen doesn't look too bad. The kitchen works quite well. It's everything that has carpet in it. It felt a bit of a cop-out to just use, even though it's a horrible purple wood, but to use the wooden floors in every room just felt like I was cheating, but I had to do what I could. So I think that it's given me a bit of a headache, to be honest. Oh, I still can't quite get over how awful this was, but the worst is yet to come. The worst is coming up soon. Like, also impressive that there's a pink like bathroom suite. It's things I wouldn't normally put in my house at all. Like, I do like those cabinets, and I've just seen what colour came up. Red for decor. All those lovely pastel colours that were coming up beforehand. And I got red for all the decor, so like all of the curtains. I mean, it looks like a theatre in that living room now. And you see me struggling to try and find the best of a bad bunch. That's the only way I can describe it. But it's like my lovely little pink and blue bathroom was ruined by red curtains. Yeah, mirrors had to be red as well. There's no small red mirror, so I couldn't put anything in the bathroom. So they have to, I don't know, wash their faces in their bedrooms. And all the paintings as well, everything. Like, it also meant I didn't have any kitchen roll to put in the kitchen. Like, you'd be surprised how much of the clutter isn't red. There's no red swatch for it either. And trying to find rugs that go on purple carpet when you've got red. I just gave up. I didn't put... Well, that was definitely a cheat. That red rug that fitted perfectly to my dining room, which meant didn't have to have that awful carpet anymore in that room. But we do what we can to get through the day. I really wanted to put the bead curtains up as well, but I just couldn't find a place to put them in the end. But it was, yeah, literally everything. Anything decor-wise. So even though the rooms, like, they kind of looked... They're still very childish, and the carpet was obviously awful. Until you put the red in them. Like, it just completely destroyed any sort of... I don't know. Anything about those rooms, but... You do it for the views, don't you, mate? Oh, I don't know. It looks kind of cute from the outside. It's just... I mean, if you ever went inside, you think maybe mad people might live there. But this is that purple flooring. It's like the only stone flooring that's purple. And it's quite a nice tile. It's quite lucky with that one, really. Wasn't lucky with the rest of it. Oh, and here is my awful landscaping, as per usual. Right. There's also surprisingly not that much red in the landscaping stuff. So that was my lot, was one tree and like 4 or 5 bushes. That was it. Just had to make do. I was quite surprised to find like how much I could put in from like the outdoor stuff. So obviously my comfort stuff had to be bright green. But luckily there's some like that table is actually really nice. I was quite happy with that one. But finishing touches here. Managed to get some nice like kids playground stuff to go in there in the right colour. I didn't think I'd be able to put anything outside, but yeah, it could have been much worse. And that is enough of me. I hope you enjoyed this one, and don't forget to like and subscribe if you want to see more videos from me. Thanks, bye!